Hey guys, it's Pose and welcome to another episode of my Stoke City career mode in FIFA 20. This is episode 6 and the final episode of my season 1 in the championship. And we're going to get straight into this with a game against Hull City. Can't bother to show you the table because obviously, as you guys know, we're just trying to stay into the top 6. And with Leeds and Fulham leading the line so far, and what we've got to do is just make sure we get enough big results to stay in the race to get playoff football, because that is really the aim so far. And like I say, this first game against Hull City is obviously a crucial one. We played this the last game we went to in real life as well, and we start off very well. All the action in this game though came in the first half. Marriott is the first person to get on the score sheet, and he's going to be starting to chase Scott Hogan for that top goal scorer of the club this season. It's a great strike in the first 15 minutes as he managed to thump it into the top corner and get us the lead in the game. Next off, ball bouncing around, managed to fall to Scott Hogan, managed to power his way through. He's going to blast into that top corner as well. Say to Marriott, anything you can do, I can do better, mate. 2-0 up underneath half an hour, and we're looking comfortable to grab 3 points in this game already. And obviously, lovely pass 1-2 for James McLean, and Hogan decides to put this one in the bottom corner this time, and that makes it 3-0. And after 41 minutes, we look comfortable enough to go and get those 3 points. Like I say, all the action came in the first half, nothing in the second. That's how Hull get their one and only goal of the game. That was a mistake from Butler. He could have easily grabbed that. Big I think it's McGuinness who just taps it in. Like I say, all 3 points go to the Potteries, and look strong for holding on to that top 6 position. So far we're in 5th place, and we need to hold on to it. Next up, Reading away from home at the Medeski Stadium, and this game didn't start off all that brightly. Puskas actually managed to walk way through, and Swift there to whack it in against Butler after underneath 10 minutes to give Reading a 1-0 lead, and a great start to the game for them. They're looking down like they're looking for playoff football, so they're going to be in good form as they start to pass the ball around. Swift managed to find the ball to Boy, and Butland again just couldn't get down low, and Boy knocks it in to double Reading's lead. In the second half is when we started to come out brightly. Etebo gets 2 bites to win the ball back, slots through Marriott, who puts us 1 goal, reduces the cushion to 1 goal to Reading. And then McLean starts to run down and plays the ball to Hogan, and Marriott in his prime position just in front of goal to poke it home and give us the equaliser and put us back on track in this game, because we were sluggish in the first half, but that's all it could do. We were sluggish in the first half. The second half was won by us, and that was how it was. 2-2 in the end, only a point, but probably a point was probably all we deserved from that game. Next off though, at the Bet365 was a visit from Middlesbrough, and as Middlesbrough had a very poor run at the start of the season, and this game started off very weirdly. Powell shot hitting the player off the crossbar, and then Campbell's shot hits both posts before finding the back of the net. It's a very weird goal, and I even get you to show the replay because it was weird doing it. Powell shot off the player, off the bar, Campbell shoots off both posts, and then eventually managed to find a way through, playing with the second team in this game, and that's why Tyrese Campbell got on the score sheet. But we do lead 1-0 after only 9 minutes. Then from a Middlesbrough throw, we managed to win the ball back. I see a lovely pass through. Campbell ends up winning the ball. First time finish from Tyrese, the Titan, who blasts the ball into the bottom corner to double our lead. In the second half though, Middlesbrough do end up grabbing a goal back. Ashley Fletcher is on through one-on-one with the goalkeeper now. Just couldn't get the defenders, just split off and it created an easy gap through for him. He managed to pull 1 goal back. Held the ball up well here. I think it was Valendino brought back on loan. Laid the ball back. Vokes laid it off to Powell, who finessed that one with such power into that bottom corner, and it puts our cushion back to 2 goals. It was a brilliant finish just underneath the hour mark, and we do get that extra cushion with the second team. Lovely back heel from Vokes, managed to find Powell, who does slot it perfectly well into that bottom corner. An underrated player in this season, Nick Powell. Didn't really use him too much, but starting to find my feet with him and how he plays in game. He's actually a really good player. And another 3-1 win at the Bet365, back-to-back 3-1 victories for us. Another 3 points added to the board. Next up though was a big game and lots of goals away to Wigan Athletic, and the first goal does go to Wigan. A ball across the box to Jacobs, who whacks it into the bottom corner after only 4 minutes to put Wigan in control of the game. Next up though, the second goal of the game came from us. Jack Marriott played the ball through to Hogan to slot it into the bottom corner after 16 minutes, and we get the equaliser. Third goal of the game came from Marriott. Lovely ball 1-2 with Etebo. Managed to find the gap through, and Marriott can blast it in up against the keeper and put us in the lead. But just before half time, a lovely ball through to Garner. Managed to get Wigan their second goal of the game and the fourth in total for the match just before half time. But that wasn't the end of it. Just after that goal went in, we needed to go and see if we can grab another one. Put us back in the lead before half time. The ball came over the top to Marriott, fell to him. He managed to hold the ball up well, waiting for support, and the ball fell to Bowden Ndiaye. Took a touch to another one and just smashed it in underneath the goalkeeper. And we had the lead 3-2 just before half time. Bowden Ndiaye gets his first goal of the game. Into the second half though, we see the sixth goal of the game go in. Bowden Ndiaye yet again there, scoring a goal from a corner this time with a lovely heady finish. It gives us a 2-goal cushion in this game after 48 minutes on the clock, and decided to tell the Wigan fans what's up, shushing them. It's obviously it's our game to be won at this point. And then the seventh goal of the game came from another goal by Scott Hogan, who decided to finesse it into the corner after a lovely run from McLean into the box. 5-2 up, we were just underneath the hour mark, and with half an hour to go you can expect more goals. That was the seventh goal of the game, and Scott Hogan reaches 20 in total for the season. Another goal though, the eighth of the game, came from a lovely passage of play. Marriott managed to go through from a lovely pass to Etebo. Not the greedy, lays it off to Bowden Ndiaye, who can get his hat-trick by scoring that goal in 65 minutes. 6-2 up we are now, and I'd celebrate like that when you get a hat-trick. And that's how the game ended. 8 goals in that game, 6-2 win. Bowden Ndiaye gets a lovely hat-trick as well. It's just what we needed to push on for the playoffs. And into the next game was Barnsley at home. Obviously another team struggling on the bottom of the table, destined for relegation, and we needed to show them why we're where we are and why they are where they are. And Marriott's the one that starts us off, and Marriott blasts the ball into the back of the net, to the near post of the goalkeeper after only 3.5 minutes. Managed to blast it, even though the defender was coming sliding in. We just needed to get that early start to show Barnsley who we are and why we're where we are in the table. Then next goal came from a lovely weighted run to Peter Etebo, who decides to blast that one into the bottom corner. It was a lovely time run from him, and he deserves to get his goal. Another underrated player this season. Peter Etebo doesn't have many goals to his name, but we do go 2-0 up with that. And in the second half, Bowden Ndiaye still powering through in the Championship, getting more and more goals to his name. That's his 4th goal he's scored within 2 games as well, and that's our 3rd goal of the game on the just underneath 70 minutes. And 3 goals means 3 points. Barnsley couldn't find a way through. No real threat from him at all in that game, and we do get another big 3 points on the board. Another victory at home as well, scoring 3 goals. The fans are going to be happy with that. Next up though was the biggest game so far. The top of the table, Leeds, flying well doing very well in the Championship. Only lost twice up to this point, and they started off well. Free kick going straight in from Pablo Hernandez. It's a very well timed free kick. 1-0 up, go Leeds on 27 minutes. And we need to get back into the game now, and luckily we got Bowden Ndiaye on our team, and he's just a big engine. He's just going to run at the defence, and obviously luckily the defender caught him, but Marriott was there to pick up the scraps, and Scott Hogan was then through on goal. Met plenty of time just to tuck that ball underneath Casilla in goal and put us back on level terms after only 32 minutes. But we were a dominant side in this game, and it showed as Bowden Ndiaye slot through Scott Hogan again, and Hogan can go and grab another goal. Maybe not, because it's Jack Marriott to tap it in. When the sweat's on, it's on. You've got to use it. And Jack Marriott now gets his 20th goal of the campaign. Both of them are going to be neck and neck for that golden boot for Stoke City. In the second half though, we're already 2-1 up, and a lovely pass, tiki-taka football from Stoke. Malacia through, sees Jack Marriott down, that prime position that he always gets in, and put us 2 goals up against top of the table Leeds. And this is why we deserve a playoff spot, because we can do damage to opponents. And there'll be even more. Jack Marriott wants a hat-trick in this game, and he's going to get it by putting that ball into the bottom corner. 4-1 up now with 10 minutes left on the clock. I mean, you get Leeds their only 3rd defeat this season, and Casilla is not happy with that. They do grab another goal back though, Leeds. There's a lovely passage of play, lovely shot deflected, and it's just a couple of passes, 1, 2, 3 passes through, and Sabaki, his name was, on 86 minutes grabs their second goal of the game. Just a consolation goal for them. But that is how the game ended. Marriott goes to pick up his match ball, a 4-2 win against top of the table Leeds. We're in prime form to go grab some more crucial points in this season. Next up though was a blue half of Birmingham, because it is Birmingham City arriving at the Bet 365, and they're trying to put damage on us. I know we do bad against the Birmingham whenever I play them in FIFA, and it showed this time as well, as that header somehow found a way through and put back Butland on the floor to make it 1-0 Birmingham. He saved the first shot, then it went straight back to the player at the very edge of the box, and he managed to head it in for a very small gap and to put them 1-0 up. In the second half though, Sunjic goes flying in on our youth player Brown, and he gets what's rightfully coming to him. The Birmingham captain gets sent off, and we do manage to capitalise on that. Brown, he gets revenge on him, and he slots it in and shows why he shouldn't be tackling him. Our youth player gets his first goal for the club by putting a lovely ball into the bottom corner. Probably put it a bit more in the corner, but you don't complain. It hit the back of the net nonetheless, and puts us back to 1-1. But Birmingham had other ideas. They wanted to go grab all 3 points, and that's what they go and do via playing the ball through to the substitute Jukovic, who hits the ball past Butland into the back of the net to make it 2-1 to Birmingham. And with 10 men, they do secure all 3 points, and that's our first defeat in like 4 games. But with that, we do secure playoff football though. Nottingham Forest down in 6th, well they have 84, but Swansea have 77 points, and with 3 games to go, we've secured our playoff position. And it looks like we can only push for 4th, maybe 3rd at this point. Bottom end of the table, we see Barnsley down there as well. They have just about a chance to survive with Luton and Hull, but they need to start winning games. Those 3 teams destined for the drop. Into the last game of the season, which is away to Bristol City at their ground. And we do start off pretty well in this game. Marriott with a thumping strike again for the first of 2 goals he scores in this game, where he absolutely twats it into the back of the net, and he gives us the lead after 41 minutes. It's hard to break Bristol City down because obviously they're a very strong side, but this is what we're good at. We managed to find a way through, good on the counter attack, good on the break. Hogan getting caught by the defender right, decides to pull it back to Marriott, who then smashes it past the keeper to double our lead on 66 minutes. We look comfortable for 3 points yet again, but with a little bit of time on the clock, Bristol City can do some damage in this game, and that's what they decide to do. Eliasson coming forward this time, plays the ball to Taylor, 1-2. Eliasson had all the time in the world, slots it to Taylor. I just wish Butland could have just picked that ball up or dove to the floor or something to stop that shot, but Bristol grab a goal back on 69 minutes. And the ball was pinging about at this point. Weimann plays it back in there to Schmidis, and Schmidis gets the second goal for Bristol, putting back on level terms on 83 minutes. Like I said, the ball was just pinging about the box. Header, cross into the box. And before it hits the floor, he taps it into the net past Butland. And that's how the game ends, a 2-2 draw. A point was all we got from it. Probably all deserved, because Bristol were a tough side to break down. And this is our final home game of the season. We're doing very well this season. Obviously, we've already secured our playoff spot at this point. And Brentford were the last game of the season. The very first game we played in the Championship was last year at home to Brentford, and this the last home game of the season against Brentford as well. 2 bites to cherry from Bowden Ndiaye, who puts us in the lead from that scrappy goal. He isn't going to complain. He's going to celebrate. He's at home. He's going to have a run about with the fans and the boys. But the goal isn't given as his, because the ball does come off of the goalkeeper at the end. He takes the shot on. It's just a collision between the defender and the goalkeeper, but the ball found its way through, and it is given as the goalkeeper an own goal for David Ray. Brentford did manage to find a way back though. They got themselves an equaliser before half time, but our engine Bowden Ndiaye is going to help us to power through a ball to Jack Marriott, and he's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper. He's going to smash it into the corner only 8 minutes into the second half to give us a lovely 2-1 cushion in this game. He's grabbing many goals. He's got a chase Scott Hogan for the goal for the boot. And is it going to be Marriott or Hogan to get it? At this point, it is going to be Marriott. I think Scott Hogan's furious with him, and that's also a goal celebration. But with that goal, it is Jack Marriott's 25th goal of the club and of the season. And then the next goal came again Ball played through. Scott Hogan just managed to get the ball to roll into the back of the net against Brentford. 74 minutes on the clock. Ball from Ince played across to him. It just hits underneath the legs of the defender, up and over the leg of the goalkeeper to bounce in. And I'm thrilled with it because we managed to get 2-goal cushion. Another 3-1 up at home. And that is also Scott Hogan's 22nd, that's his 22nd goal of the club. But a 3-1 win, last game at home, was on to our final game of the season, which was an away day against Nottingham Forest. The team we're going to have to come up against as well in the playoffs as well, because they finished in 4th and we're in a 5th place position. This game didn't start very well though, because Ben Davies went to ground and got a red card for that tackle, which is going to be crucial, because we're going to be a man down going into the playoff fixtures. He went to grab an out, and he does get himself a red card. The only goal in this game, they did come from Nottingham Forest. We couldn't actually manage to grab a win, but Brown with the ball, lost out, pass through, another pass for Semedo, who hits it into the bottom corner, and they grab all 3 points on the last game of the season. We just couldn't get ourselves the win, but now we lose 1-0 in the last game, but now it's on to the playoffs to live Comash. So then guys, here we are now at the end of the EFL Championship season, and it has finished with Leeds United on top of the table on 119 points, only losing 3 games all season, winning 38 of those 46 games. It was a very good season for Leeds, as well Fulham, who bounced straight back up to the Premier League as well in 2nd place on 112 points. West Brom miss out on on one of the top 2 places by 10 points though, behind Fulham. But they're in the playoffs though, with they're playing against Cardiff City in the playoffs. We secured a 5th place spot, and we got to play against Nottingham Forest, who just played him in the last game of the season as well. So we need to be on form again against them. We got to play them twice. I might sim the first leg and then play the second, just to keep it as 2 games an episode. I know it's the last episode of the season, but I want to make sure I finish off the rest of the season. Let's go down the rest of the Championship though. Swansea miss out on a playoff spot by a grand of 14 points, just behind the Welsh rivals Cardiff. Reading finished at 8th for Preston, and Middlesbrough round up the top 10. Brentford finished down in 12th, and Huddersfield, who got relegated last season from the Premier League, finished in 14th spot. And looking even further down the table, you've got Hull, Luton and Barnsley all going down to League 1 next season. Millwall and Derby just surviving, and also QPR are in the mix as well. So a bad season for Hull, and Luton and Barnsley were 2 favourites to go back down, but Hull City were another favourite with alongside Charlton, but Hull, Luton and Barnsley are free to go down to the 3rd tier. Next up, we've got 2 games now against Nottingham Forest in the playoffs. I've also decided guys to show you what the other 3 English leagues are looking like: League 1, League 2 and the Premier League. Starting off with League 2, we've got Mansfield, Bradford City and Scunthorpe all going up to League 1. Northampton, Colchester, Walsall and Forest Green Rovers all into the playoffs for the game, for obviously the playoffs to go up to League 1. Plymouth miss out, as well as Swindon, just behind, only 1 and 3 points behind Forest Green Rovers. A bit further down the table, Salford finish in a very respectable 11th place. A bit further down the table, Port Vale finish in 20th, and Crewe have also finished down in 23rd. Macclesfield on bottom on 23 points, so it would be Macclesfield going down with all the stuff happening with Bury in real life. It's just League 2 bottom players that get relegated, but obviously in FIFA there's no conference, so it doesn't really matter. But let's have a look now at League 1. It's Sunderland in Lincoln City, of all teams, go straight up to the Championship. Lincoln City had a very, very good season to go back. They've gone back to back in promotions as well, so they go straight up to the Championship, which I think is a high for them. Ipswich just miss out by 6 points to go back up automatically. They've got to fight against Portsmouth, Peterborough and Oxford United in the playoffs, third up that 3rd spot in the Championship. Southend United and Rotherham just miss out and bouncing back up as well. At the bottom of the table, Rochdale, Wimbledon, Bolton and Bury all getting relegated into League 2. Bury obviously aren't in the EFL anymore anyway, but Bury in League 2 would make sense. And Bolton also go down to League 2 as well, also makes sense. I think Wimbledon go straight back down, and Rochdale just managed to almost survived, of only 9 goals behind Accrington Stanley in terms of keeping himself in League 1. And finally, we've got the Premier League. Let's find out that finished. Manchester City have done the invincible season. They've won all 38 of their games. played 38, won 38, only conceded 19 goals, 114 points, which is an absolute max you can get. That is incredible. Liverpool finishing just behind them though, only 18 points behind them, even then they're 96 points as well. It's a bit shame of having 96 points and not winning the league, but Man City gone a complete rout of the league and destroyed everybody. Spurs and Manchester United finishing in the top 4 just on goal difference ahead of Chelsea, finishing the Europa League spot, and Arsenal finishes 6th in qualification of the Europa League. Everton and Leicester round up the top 8 with Newcastle United and West Ham in the top half of the table. Bottom end of the table we have all three of the newly promoted teams going straight back down. Aston Villa, Norwich and Sheffield United all going down. Aston Villa almost survived though, but the 10 goal difference behind Burnley. So all those teams will be replaced. Aston Villa and Norwich and Sheffield United being replaced by Leeds, Fulham and either Nottingham Forest, West Brom or Cardiff. So then here we go then guys, against Nottingham Forest in the first leg of the Championship playoffs. Obviously they beat us last time 1-0 in the last game of the season, but I'm going to go with the second team for this as well, because I want the first team ready for the game I play. I just hope on home soil we can actually get a win. Marcus in goal, Edwards, Shawcross, Myers, Indy, Ward, Allen, Ince, Powell, McLean, Campbell and Vokes all starting. Simit, and let's see if we can get a win, I hope. Oh, it's a 1-1 draw. I don't think away goals count, which is a good thing, but 1-1 to start with as we go into the second leg. It's all down to me now. So then guys, here we go for this second leg of the playoffs against Nottingham Forest. Go with me starting 11 for this one though. Butland in goal, Adams, Martins, Indy, Turinamiga, Lindsay and Malacia in defence, Etebo and Allen in midfield, Brown, the youth player in Cam, Jack Marriott and Scott Hogan up front. I see at the top it does say legendary. It's because if you guys know that play FIFA, you know that ultimate difficulty is absolutely ruined. So if you play on ultimate difficulty, everyone has pretty much 99 everything at this point. So if I play on legendary, it keeps it more realistic. I actually have a chance at winning, because ultimate difficulty you have absolutely no chance whatsoever. So I'm playing on legendary from now on until ultimate difficulty gets fixed. If it gets fixed, I'll be straight back on ultimate difficulty for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the second leg. 1-1 on aggregate. I don't think away goals count, but I know I need to get at least a goal. I just need to win straight outright to get into that final at Wembley to play against Cardiff or West Brom. So without further ado, let's go. So here we are then guys, we're in Nottingham for this game. And we need to get a big win here. Check the score between West Brom and Cardiff, and that's actually 2-2. We're 1-1, so it's big game down today for both games, but we need to get a win. Without further ado, let's have a look at Forest's lineup for this game. Samba in goal, Worrell, Milosevic in defence, Villalba's in there, Yates, Bustock, Joe Lolly their main man, and Rafa Mir up front. And you got Graben on the bench, I think I've just seen there too. So it's obviously a very strong lineup, pretty much the same as what they played in the first leg and the same as the last game of the season. So we need to just try and get a big win here, at least a goal as well. But a win is all that matters at this point. I don't want it to go to penalties. That's the last thing I want. But without further ado, up the Potters, let's get a win. Come on, going down now. Poor pass there. I wanted to play a good through ball to Hogan, but it wasn't happening. Oh, it's given away. Just trying to find a way back to do a 1-2, but it wasn't working. One back though. Marriott's through here. Marriott shoots. Save from Samba. Ball's come in again. Fell off the post. And away. And it's out. Luckily, that was a lucky shot there. It bounced off the post. Fortunate to come away with that. Joel's got some chasing to do. Mia. Villalba. It's a shot, and it's a... I don't know what was happening there, but Butland luckily saved it though. It was going in. Maybe I should have kept running there, but we've got a chance here. Etebo. Hogan near post, please. It's in. Scott Hogan gets us the away goal at least just before half time. And we're 1-0 up here at the City ground, I believe it is. Hogan managed to turn inside, smashed it in, tried to get near post, went more towards the keeper more than anything. Samba trying to cover that near post. It was pretty much straight at him, off the fingertips of the keeper as well. But the ball ended up in the back of the net nonetheless. And we've managed to take the lead. 2-1 on aggregate, 1-0 here. We're into 3 minutes. Passed it back, and there is half time. We are 1-0 up though at half time. Luckily, Scott Hogan managed to find a way through, blast it towards the keeper, but somehow manages to find a way through. Not the Forest had a fair few chances as well, but we do lead 1-0 here on the day, 2-1 on aggregate. Ball's come in, and it's gone in by Nottingham Forest. I don't know who it is that got on the end of that shot. Number 22, the ball came in. Joe Lolly, first time ball into the box. Ben Davies just couldn't get it clear. And whoever's there, Yates it is, got to the front post before Davies could. Got to the ball before him, and he's poked it in past Butland and given Forest an equaliser. Ryan Yates on 54 minutes, it makes it 1-1 on the day, 2-2 on the day. Luckily we're going through here quickly. Etebo, shot blocked, and it's a perfect tackle. It's a perfect tackle. And it is a goal kick. Making a substitution, as you probably just saw there, Brown coming off. And Tom Ince coming out in his place for a bit more speed and stamina in his place. Making good forward runs here, Joe Allen is. Can I play through Marriott? Jack Marriott to make it 2-1. And he has. Jack Marriott, he's done it. The boogie from Jack Marriott puts us 2-1 in front. One of our top goal scorers alongside Scott Hogan has given us a lead again in this leg. Managed to plan a way through Jack Marriott, and he tucks it into the corner with ease. When you're one-on-one with the keeper, it's too easy for Jack Marriott. And we do get another lead now. If away goals do count, I don't know if they do, but we have got the advantage with 2 now. All we need to do is just hold on. We got the cushion. Let's just hold on to it. For foul apparently by Martin Zindy. And it's a free kick. Ball's chipped in and well wide. Got substitution though. Scott Hogan is coming off, and I'm bringing on Sam Vokes in his place. A bit more strength up front, really, what we need. Ball's over the top. Can Vokes get on the end of it? He has. Vokes has worked it well. Tom Ince, sort yourself out. Put it in the corner. But he's put it wide on his strong foot. I wanted him to turn his body on his left, but decided to take it with his right, and that's what happens when Tom Ince shoots with his right foot. Straight over the bar. Throw here, if anything. Can I play the ball in behind to Vokes, maybe? Almost. The keeper just let it run. 3 minutes away from a playoff final. Marriott, can he seal it? Blocked by Ribeiro. They've got one chance now, Forest have. Last minute, they've got to get the ball at the pitch. I've won it back. I'm going to keep the ball. Maybe some kick-ups with Rodriguez. And we've done it. A win 2-1 on the day puts us a win 3-2 on aggregate. And we're going through to Wembley to have to face off against West Brom or Cardiff to get the last spot in the Premier League. Jack Marriott with a goal in the game, one of the key moments. His point in front, and he secured the win for us. So now we're off a trip to Wembley. Forest 1, Stoke 2, 3-2 to us on aggregate. Get in. So then guys, this is it. Cardiff City is who we face off in this playoff final. Basically, the team that finished in 6th place and the team that finished in 5th place have a chance to go up to the Premier League with Leeds and Fulham. West Brom, despite finishing 102 points, missed out on going to the final against Cardiff. Let's have a look at what the score was. It was 4-3 on aggregate. Cardiff managed to get it done in the second leg, even away at home to Hawthorns. And they're going to face off against us, who managed to win 3-2 against Nottingham Forest. Last FIFA, I managed to go straight up to the Premier League on top of the table with Nottingham Forest and Reading, if you remember in the last FIFA. This time it's Leeds, Fulham, and if I have a chance, I'm going to have to try and get past Cardiff for that spot in the Premier League. It's a spot. Can we win and get to the Premier League, or do we lose and have to suffer another season in the Championship? Without further ado, let's get into this game against Cardiff. So then guys, this is the team we're going to be playing this last game of the season against Cardiff City in the playoff final at Wembley. Jack Butland in goal, right back Tyler Adams, left back Tyrell Malacia, centre backs Ben Davies, Jordan Torreira, Bruno Moitez-Indy, centre mids Peter Atebo and Joe Allen, Cam, Tom Ince, strikers Jack Marriott, and I'm going to put Sam Vokes up front as well. It's a strong side, and we've got to play against Cardiff, have a very strong side. They want to bounce straight back up to the Premier League with Fulham and Leeds United, but we want to stop them and take their place from them. That's what we're here to do. Let's go to Wembley and hopefully for a win. So here we are then, Wembley. Here we go then guys, Wembley Stadium. There's the playoff final trophy. Cardiff City beat West Brom 4-3, we beat Forest 3-2, and we're now here. Look at that tifo, Stoke badge at Wembley Stadium. Without further ado guys, let's have a look at Cardiff's lineup for this last game of the season. Here we are then, Neil Etheridge in goal, Castelleo and Sean Morrison at the back, Bennett, Joe Rawls, Will Vokes, Nathaniel Mendez-Lang is in there, Junior Hoylett, Tomlin, Patterson. It's a very strong Cardiff 4-2-3-1 side, and we have to win here to go to the Premier League. Come on Stoke, up the Potters. Here we go, Wembley Stadium. Trying to cut Malacia inside out here. Ben Davies wins the ball back though. Joe Allen can't get the tackle in. Shot, oh, it's over the bar. Thank God for that. 5 minutes on the clock. Junior Hoylett with the first chance of the game. One there. Jack Marriott's got pace, you know, we need to have a run at. Marriott, oh, wide of the mark. There's the best chance there. We need to break away with speed. It's the only way I find to get past defenders. Shot straight across the face of the goal and wide. That's a good chance. And well done there by Tyler Adams. He's got some speed. He can run at him. Go to Vokes. The ball's played through. Joe Allen. Oh, it's off the post. Vokes, can he put a ball in? He can't. Poor ball. Ball's in. The ball's to Hoylett. It's a save from Butland, and it went very high, but ended up on top of the net. Luckily, the ball came across the box. I was wondering what's happening, and Tyler Adams just broke away from Hoylett instead of staying with him. It's a corner to Cardiff as well, 29th minute. Ball's in. Not dealt with by Butland. Ball's in. Peter Atebo's on the edge of the box. Shot! Oh, it's a good save from Etheridge. That might have been going in top corner, you know. Let's have a look at this in the replay. Etebo strike. Powerful shot. That was definitely going in. Good save from the keeper. Stoppage time in the first half. We have a corner. Folks, can you be the target? Header. Oh, wide. From Bruno Martins Indy.
And they continue to advance. And a lot of options here. What can he do from here?
There's a shot blocked. Shot again. Off the post. Get it away. Oh, it was a shaky end in the first half with Cardiff getting a good chance there, hitting the post. But it's been an end-to-end game in this playoff final. Both keepers have had a lot to do, but the ball has not found the back of the net yet. Still 0-0.
On the ball, Joe Rolls.
Shots come in. Save from Butland. Tomlin. There's the shot. There's a great save from Jack. Sub. Let's come on as well. Take a Tomits off for Brown, the youngster. What if I can get running here to Runariga?
And it's with Etebo.
There's Vokes. I could use his strength. Slip Marriott through maybe. Marriott! It's in! I've got the goal. Jack Marriott puts us 1-0 up after the hour. 1-0 up. Marriott's just running for wherever he wants to go. Vokes managed to slip him through. Everidge was coming out, but Marriott luckily slots it into the corner against Everidge. What a goal. And there's that, the goal that put us in the Premier League. All we've got now is less than half an hour to go, and we can be in the Premier League. Just need to hold on. Jack Marriott puts Stoke 1-0 up. Decent to do. There's Joe Allen now. Just needs to keep running up the pitch. And Vokes is trying to barge his way through. Can he do it all the way? Off the bar. 87th minute. And Etebo. He's not done running. I've slipped through Vokes here. Finish it off, Sam. They've done it. Sam Vokes has scored and put us into the Premier League with that goal. What a strike. Slipped through from Etebo. Sam Vokes, I was critical, put him in the side because of his pace, but you don't need pace. His strength's been key in this match, and he's the man of the match in this game. Sam Vokes has blasted that past Everidge in the same corner Marriott put it. And Sam Vokes has put us in the Premier League. 90th minute goal. He hasn't got many goals this season, Sam, but he's deserved that one. 2-0 now, and I can relax. 2 minutes out of time, doesn't really matter. We can try and defend a clean sheet. That's really much all we've got pride for now. Blow the whistle, ref. It's all over. It is all over. The Potters fans are going wild because we're back where we're supposed to be in the Premier League. Took the tougher route this time out. In this FIFA, we're going to the playoffs and to last year's top of the table win. We've actually managed to do it though. 2-0, 2 goals. Jack Marriott and Sam Vokes killing the game off in the 90th minute. This gives us the win. Butler jumping in with the celebrations. Because we're back with the big boys now in the Premier League with that crucial win against Cardiff. It's been a long season. I thought I could never get in the top 2 with how well Fulham and Leeds were doing. So I knew playoffs are going to have to be a possibility. and luckily we managed to do it. Jack Butland, our captain, is lifting up the trophy. Jack Butland lifts it up to symbolise that we have taken that third spot in the Premier League. Folks' goal sales Cardiff's defeating. With that, Cardiff going to have to spend another season in the Championship alongside West Brom and Nottingham Forest. It's been a long haul of a season, but without further ado, I'm just going to round the rest of the season off. I'll show you all the other leagues. Let's have a look at all the cup competitions like the FA Cup and such. Let's go have a look at the FA Cup. It was won by Liverpool in the end. I can't remember where we got to in it. I know obviously we're round 3. We drew to Liverpool, then yeah, we lost 4-0 against them, didn't we? Yeah, so we lost to the eventual winners, you could say. But yeah, Liverpool, with the strong side they've got, deserved the win in that one. Now look at the Carabao Cup. It was won by Spurs over Burnley. Burnley getting to the final was very interesting. Let's have a look at Burnley's run. They beat Chelsea in the semi-finals 3-2 in aggregate. They beat Man United on penalties. They beat Sheffield Wednesday. Really in this round, I don't think they were. Where were we? We lost to Spurs. So again, we lost the eventual winners. Both Liverpool and Spurs are both cup competitions. Obviously in the playoffs we managed to come out on top and get ourselves that last place in the Premier League. So Leeds, Fulham and Stoke are overtaking Villa, Norwich and Sheffield United. So the rest as well, that was the friendly tournament at the start of the season. In Super Cup was won by Liverpool over Chelsea. The Champions League won by Real Madrid over Atletico Madrid, and we'll have a good Madrid derby in the final there. And let's have a look at the Europa League. It was won by Manchester United, beating Inter Milan in the final. So Man United actually granted themselves another passage into the Champions League, even though they finished in the top 4 anyway. So then guys, this is it. This is our Premier League season, July 2020 we're now into, and yeah, I need to have a look at all these everything that's going on. Let's have a look at where we are in the Premier League, because obviously that's a big thing now. We're in there, so we need to have a look at the teams we face in this Premier League season. We know Villa, Norwich and Sheffield United have obviously gone down, and Fulham and Leeds have come up with us. But look at the graphics. That's what I think I love about the graphics. It's really cool. And why are Aston Villa there? Oh, it's going to be another one of those fucking seasons, isn't it, where the season messes up. So so Villa are here. Who's gone then? Leeds and Fulham are here. See, Norwich and Sheffield United have definitely gone. But I don't know. Hold on. There's one thing I'm fed up of doing. There's the last FIFA, as you guys know, did mess up on the last FIFA when I got to the Premier League. But who's gone down? There's Norwich, there's Sheffield United. Southampton have gone down. Oh wow. So Southampton got relegated instead of Aston Villa. Right, okay. So that's what we're dealing with. It's not obviously a big issue. That doesn't really make too much of a difference for me, but this is annoying when it doesn't actually keep the promise of actually who goes up and down. So whenever I do a new at the end of a season review, I'm gonna have to just double check it is true before I actually do it. Oh well, we're here in the Premier League anyway. We've got quite a bit of a budget as well, 53 million quid. So that's going to be great to work with. Let me know who we should bring in, guys, with this budget as well. 53 million pounds thereabouts. And yeah, let me know, because obviously Scott Hogan's actually gone back now to Aston Villa, and we've also got some other players back in from loan, like the young goalkeeper Joe Basic. Harry Souttar's come back. Still got play like some goalkeepers, some youth goalkeepers out on loan as well. So Basic's come back from loan. Josh Tyman's come back from Brazil. Oh, it's time there. But look at these Premier League sleeves, looking great though. Shawcross's contract's expiring in 12 months, so I'm gonna have to sort that out as well. Make sure all the players' contracts are sorted. There's Harry Souttar, 63 rated. He's come back from Fleetwood. I don't think anyone else has actually come back, have they? Still got some more youth academy players in here. After they brought Villander back from his loan, he went to Orlando City. So yeah, I'm going to sort out all these players' morales, because they're all quite unhappy. They're all either content or unhappy at the moment. So I need to sort out their contracts and stuff, because most of them are look at Liam Lindsay. He isn't happy at all. I think he's going to be the first one to go. I don't want him round. I don't like Liam Lindsay as a player. So yeah, he's gone straight away. But yeah, let me know who you guys want me to keep, who you guys want me to sell, and let me know who you guys want me to bring in as well, because it is important. It gets just as much as your series, it is mine, so please let me know. And yeah, thank you guys for watching this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, we're in the Premier League now, it's where we need to be, and hopefully it's just our goal this season to stay in the Premier League. I think that's what the board's probably given me. Finish big table, they've told me to finish, so hopefully we can do that. Just staying up would just be a better option though. So yeah, anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. If you have enjoyed it, leave a like. If you haven't, drop a dislike, let me know why. Left a dislike in the comments below so I can improve. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to the channel as well, because I only do these, I do matchday vlogs. And with all this stuff going on, there won't be any matchday vlogs for a while. Actually, on matchday it might actually be like reactions if they're ever on telly again, because apparently they're supposed to be finishing it behind closed doors very soon. So when that happens, I might have to do some matches, like live reactions for you guys. So yeah, hopefully you guys look forward to that. Thank you guys for watching this episode. It's Pones, I'm signing out. Peace.